Was a gossamer thin tickle on the barrel. Deliberate flick. Magic.
He used the dart like the pinball wizard. Just nudged it gently into the targets. And look at these darts now. Coming out. And looking for treble 19. It just shows Taylor's mind is working all the time, Sid.
He would have understacked had that been a lie above double top, but he won't understack because it's dodgy on the 60. Taylor needs to use the barrel. Nice coming for cover. Treble 19.
32.
Much easier to stack with the thin darts that Osborne has thrown here. And look at that grip. That's way, way back on the barrel compared to most people. And again, same as that double shot that Dave picked up. There's, oh, he's got to run. Well.
40.
Well, let's have a look at that. You can see the dart just doesn't hit the board with any energy, and it just gives itself up. And we should say now that doesn't count, because for a player to score, the dart must be in contact with the board at the moment of retrieval.
And indication there that Taylor hasn't quite got the weight of the shot. That was his old style with the knit needle darts to leave it at an angle.
135.
Now with these shorter darts with a stubbier, Taylor needs a little more weight into the shot, like that. Cover now, Dave Allen.
Mind you, Taylor's darts are by no means lightweight. They're 26 grams, 2 grams heavier, and something like almost twice the weight of Dennis Priestley's, for example. Osborne, economical in style, fine in technique, as you say, Sid, tensile in temperament.
Yes, Sid International, it was Yu-Yu and ping pong and football youth, brilliant all-round sportsman. Both entrancing the Conishendi here on the coast of the Fireland Bonnie Blackpool.
140.
Typical Taylor, averaging 110.
Yes, and down at a potential 14 dart leg here with the throw, and Osborne will maybe regretting those 2 attempts that he missed at a double in the first leg. You've got to take your chances with Taylor. 46 now for the power.
A 14 darter. Double 16, the green bit. Clinical! Like Dr. Kildare doing suture practice.
And not the start that Osborne would have desired. Taylor, whose finishing took a surprising dip midway through the Premier League back earlier in the year, but he's tidied it up to such a point that, was it in Vegas, did he hit 11 out of 13 and was seemingly invincible on his finishing.
Since March the 1st of this year, he seemed to average 107 to 111 with insouciance. It's not a landlady, insouciance. 103 average at the moment. Aussie might well need more than 93. Which he's pegging right now.
Well, Osborne in front here with all these darts to count, and the treble would have been
60.
useful, but he hasn't really taken the kind of strong advantage he should have.
Lovely shot there of the wibble and weep of the dart from Aussie. None of that sudden half helix that the Dennis Priestley darts have. No spin on them.
The wonderful world of Waddell's wibbles and weeps. Stick with us, folks. A unique experience in sporting commentary.
We got Sir John Cockcroft a Nobel Prize, Dave. Might get me a chocolate egg from Barry Earn.
Or an Ig Nobel Prize. But Taylor here needs to hit the trebles and obliges. Coming down for 19, the trebles all seem to be as wide as the Dartford Tunnel to him.
175.
Notice that blind angle there. heavier at the 60, an upward flip of the dart at the end. Watch carefully. Taylor throws the dart with deliberate spin to bring its tip up when he goes down below, as we see the Osborne grip just missing by a millimetre.
And not getting much luck either. This is the last thing he desires against a player of Taylor's, well, power. You'd think with against Taylor, you need 4, not 2, Sid.
Good point, Dave. Goes to 13, remember. This lad beat Mervyn King, 10-7. Taylor beat Steve Beaton with 104 average. And as usual, Taylor very graceful and very judicious. Said Steve Beaton played well. Me and Rod Aaron thought it would be about 10-4, was in fact 10-6. Taylor, the best measurer of opponents I've ever met in 37 years in this game.
And now double 16 for 3-0.
94. Colin, you require 97.
These are the chances Sid Osborne's got to gobble these up.
That was me doing a Dave Landon impression. Synchronized brainstorming in here, big time. It's got to take chances like this. Chances around 130 down to 90. It's got to take them because he's going to get no bigger crumbs from the power.
56.
Philip Taylor looking at
16.
that target with that dart and obliges almost with a nonchalance. Yes, like that.
Game on.
Came from the Pottery, spotted by Bristol, around about 1986. Within weeks, was from Staffordshire B to Staffordshire A.
58.
Then beat Brissy in a world final.
And of course, I think the real major achievement of Philip Taylor is he has stayed at the pinnacle of his chosen sport for such a long while. 15, 20 years, and in comparative terms, only, I would suggest, Lester Piggott has lasted so long at the top of his profession.
From jockey to hockey, the words of Dave Lanning.
139.
Here we go then. Osborne trailing by a ton, desperately needs 2 red bits now, Dave.
Yeah, well, you see, he's had his chances. He had 2 darts to the double in the first leg, and he had a chance there in the last leg after Taylor had missed a shot and just didn't take advantage. And I'm afraid against a Taylor in this kind of mood, you've got to take every scrap.
Second one like that. Told you.
120.
See, that was why the velocity was cancelled. 50% of the velocity, they obviously did our level physics, was lost on the barrel contact.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it, Sid, that Philip Taylor has seen 120 in scores end up on the floor, and he's still averaging 103.
But the ominous thing, if I was his opponent, to see how they went in, they lost velocity because he was too accurate for his own good. They hit the marker. Here again, if he goes for the marker, it could lose velocity. Fantastic dart. How did he get that dart there? Incredible. Incredible second dart.
Yes, and it's only about Phil Taylor in a dart player you can see he's too accurate for his own good. Such is the uniqueness of this player from Stoke-on-Trent. And Osborne at the moment simply hasn't got the answer, I'm afraid.
60. Failure required 56.
Like maybe another 30 blokes here in Blackpool. He wants tops to make it look like a Taylor parade. Red bit. Middle of the red bit. Averaging 104, he's not playing well.